This is the Time Is Now podcast, presented by IRG.
Welcome back to the Time Is Now podcast, hosted by your team at IRG. I am your host, Justin Villa. And of course, with me, I have members of the IRG team. I have Giovanna Guzman, the broker, the boss, and I have Jengis Bayerli. We are at a project that I think I resonate with a lot. It has my last name in it, and definitely is one of my favorite projects. We are here with Dario Stoka. Thank you so much for your time, sales executive here at the project. And we just wanted to get your take on Edgewater, the growth of Edgewater, and obviously we'll touch a little bit about the project and what this beautiful project has to offer. But we just kind of want to talk about the area, the growth of Edgewater, what is coming to Edgewater, why it's been a booming area in the last few years, and what people can expect with these new buildings that are coming.
Excellent. Very excited to be here. Thank you for having me. This is a nice little chat. I love this.
Yeah.
I'd love to talk about Edgewater. We've been selling this building for about 2.5 years, and we've learned so much about the area. So much so that my business partner and I even purchased in the building for the same reasons I'm going to tell you right now.
Yeah.
Edgewater is the little vestige on the Miami side, on the water, looking at Miami Beach, so to speak, between 18th Street and 36th Street. So it's 18 blocks long and about 2 or 3 blocks wide. That little slip of land was not developed until recently. So everything around us has been developed. Normally you develop from the water out. Mm-hmm. And this, for whatever reason, this is the last little vestige of land in Miami that hasn't been developed. So we love it for value. Let's start there because You're on the water and everything is coming. So what is that that's coming? On the corner on 36th and Biscayne, there's a bad intersection that has a Denny's, that has a Taco Bell, that has a Chase, that has a Shell station. The Shell is gone. There's going to be a 5-star hotel going there.
Exactly.
Perfect.
The Denny's is they just filed a demolition permit. There's going to be a commercial building there.
Nice.
The Chase is going to have a 5-star hotel as well. So you have 2 5-star hotels. 2 blocks up, Scott Robbins, the creator of the Design District, the mastermind. He has a lot there. He's putting a 5-star hotel. Kempinski, a couple blocks later, is putting in a 5-star hotel. So that's 4 5-star hotels. Wow. Plus our ultra luxury building and everything that's happening. Ferrari came about 1.5 years ago in Edgewater.
Exactly.
You have Rolls, you have Bugatti, all there in Edgewater. Edgewater is the future of Miami for as far as our project is concerned, and the value is here. We're selling at about $1,700 to $2,000 a foot, where that anywhere else in the area gets you nothing, and our competitors are selling at $3,000 to $3,500.
Yeah, it's definitely, you get your bang for your buck here.
That's what we put our money where our mouth is.
Yeah, let's talk a little bit now about the masterminds of the building. So obviously you have Terra Group, who is well known here in South Florida, Miami local, and then you have Major Food Group.
Yes. When you're buying pre-construction, the most important thing, and I sell also on the outside like these guys do. I represent the project, but I also have my own clients, and I do general real estate, as it's called.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
You have to make sure you're in bed with the right developer, because renderings are only as good as what the developer is going to put out.
Exactly.
And those of us who've done business, we know you've got to be skeptical unless they're the top developers. That being said, Terra wins awards every year for being the top developer in Florida.
Yes.
And 1000 Group is, I think they rank 5 of them. They're 2 and 4 in the state. So 1000 Group is also, they put up the Zaha Hadid building, 1000 Museum, which is still the preeminent luxury building. So you have those 2 guys. You have the 2 best developers, and then you have Major Food Group that you mentioned. That's our partner. They're bringing the building to life, so to speak. They're creating a lifestyle. They know how to take care of people, of celebrities, of luxury, and that's what they're going to do. And there's so much to talk about in that vein.
Exactly.
Well, actually, I just want to bring this up because we're doing something unique this time. We're here in the sales gallery, but we're here in the kitchen, which is not very common. But we chose this place because this is a very unique place. One of my favorite places of the project, of course, of these units. And I mean, there's a reason why. Look around. I'm sure that Major Food Group has a lot to do with this. So why don't you talk about that?
Sure. So Major Food, and you guys can't see it, but there's a screen right there where Mario Carbone from Major Food Group is speaking and telling us why he chose and put things in the kitchen. So it's a great little clip. It's about 5 minutes long. He helped create this kitchen. So he says normally everyone says they have a chef's kitchen. It's not so because things aren't in the right place. We brought him in. Where should the grill be? Where should the stove be? Where should the fridge be? Where should everything be relative to one another? And that's what we have. That's the Major Food Group touch, starting with the kitchen. And then it moves to the restaurant, where we're going to have a Major Food Group restaurant on the property. And then they're going to take care, there's a private club called the Copper Club right here. The first 5 floors of the building, the amenities is a private club. And Major Food is going to be the people taking care of you there. So if you don't want to go leave the restaurant, they'll send it to your villa, or you can have Mario come up, and if you're hosting an event, he can cook for you. We have so many things. The Major Food Group is the staple, because so many buildings in Miami, I'm sure you guys will agree, some of my favorite buildings, maybe in Coconut Grove, they're the most beautiful buildings. You walk in and it's quiet. You kind of feel like you have to whisper. I say that all the time. I walk into some of these buildings and I whisper. Ours is going to be about energy, convivial aspects, and community. And Major Food Group is going to help us with that.
And also, I think an important point to let the people know why the project is named Villa Miami. Because also, like when I'm like comparing your square feet prices with, let's say, Venetian Island, where they are selling these villas for $5,000, it goes up to $6,000 per square feet. And you guys compare to them what you are giving as amenities is super cheap. Let's not say cheap, but very, very well priced.
Yes.
You know, that was a wrong wording, but if you can like tell us about why Villa Miami and
Thank you. That's a very prescient question. And sometimes we glaze over that. The idea behind this building is for people who otherwise would live in a home, a villa on the Venetian, as you mentioned, Sunset, Palm, Hibiscus, Star.
Yeah.
But maybe they don't want the responsibility. I own a home. You guys may own a home. You know, that's crazy. I got the bug guy. I got the pool guy. I got the handyman. They're all coming through. The idea is a villa lifestyle with all the services. We have an estate manager. We have all the amenities that we can talk about.
Yeah.
So it's like living in a villa.
Exactly.
But what happens is our clients come from abroad or from New York, and they think $10 million, $15 million is going to get you a villa on the water. And the truth is it's not. It costs 30, 40, 50 for something. So that we're the escape route for that. Say, hey, for 10, 12, 13, you can get a full floor on a high floor, 6,000 square feet.
Exactly.
Everything you would have in your villa, but you have it here. And when you leave on vacation, you close the door.
Exactly.
And it'll look just like it when you open it. Unlike our homes, when we come home from vacation, we're like, what broke?
Let's say that you're coming from New York, you want to land on the top of the building, you can land with a helicopter, right?
Like
which most people don't know about it.
Yes. I guess they're telling me I don't do helicopters very often. I'm a little freaked out by them, but they tell me you can't come from New York to here in a helicopter. I guess it's too far. So what you would do is come, we do have a helipad.
Yeah.
Yes.
But you would come from the private airports perhaps, or something a little bit closer.
Exactly.
Palm Beach.
Palm Beach.
Palm Beach.
For now.
Exactly. Yeah.
You know, there's a lot of luxury projects around there,
Yeah.
but there's ultra luxury, and there's a difference between those. And you know, Villa Miami definitely is an ultra luxury project. So why don't we just kind of mention, you know, why?
That's a good question. That ultra luxury and luxury is overused like the word unique in our
Yes.
business, right? Everyone's ultra luxury, everyone's unique. Why are we ultra luxury versus luxury? So the basic marks of luxury, as you guys know in Miami, is high ceilings and deep balconies. That's pretty much it. And then you can call yourself luxury if you have that, and a nice floor plan. We're ultra luxury just because the quality of the build. So we have glass all the way around our building.
Yes.
They tell me it's incredibly expensive. Some of our competitors that look like they're glass all the way around, they're only glass on the outside. On the inside, they're walls because it's much cheaper to build.
Right.
So we have an exoskeleton. We're wrapping the exoskeleton in aluminum. We have, like I mentioned, all glass. We don't have any parking in our building because we have the private club, and then we have the units. We wanted to keep it pure. Our parking is across the street.
Yeah.
And valet spots. So that all these things are marks of ultra luxury in addition to the restaurant, which I don't think you can have an ultra luxurious building unless you have a food component.
Exactly.
Because people want that.
Let's talk a little bit about the amenities and like what the building, like you said, we've kind of touched on a little bit, but we want to see what exactly is the amenities that these people who, when they buy their villas here, what they're getting. Like you said, the service, all that. But what can they expect here when they get a villa here in the property? Like what type of amenities?
That's a good question. And it seems like we keep adding more and more. And the reason why Giorgio and I bought is because they kept bringing more amenities, and I'll tell you which ones enticed us the most. But let's start with the helipad. There's only one other helipad, 1000 Museum has it. We have one. And let's go. We have two pools. We have a floating pool, which is, once we saw that,
which is super unique.
Now that's a word we can use, unique, because that is
Yes.
unique. We have the only grandfather slip in all of Edgewater, so we're able to have that pool there. We have a pool to the west. We have a copper club. So it's, you know, Major Food Group, some of you may know that they have a club called ZZ's Club. It's a private club. It's got 4,000 person waiting list. You can't get in that club if you wanted to. As an aside from that, you can have the Copper Club in our building, which is very similar to ZZ's. It's going to be run by Major Food similarly. And incidentally, if you do want to join ZZ's, we can get you into ZZ's, because when you're in a building, you're part of our family. So in a couple of weeks, our last buyer We got them in 2 weeks. So you can get a membership as easy as you'd like as well.
Yep.
Going farther, we have 2 Escalades that'll take you anywhere, 7 to 10 miles for free. Our state manager in 1000 Museum, she told us they have it there. Last month it did 400 trips. So to give you an idea how often these cars are used.
Yes.
We have roving butlers. There's always 2 people at the front door, 2 people at the front desk, and then roving butlers. They're either going to jump in the Cadillac to go grab you, they're going to bring in your laundry, they're going to take things up on service for you. We have the Nikki Beach is losing their 30-year lease next June. Yes. Major Food, Terra, and Boucher Brothers are taking it over, putting $30 million in, creating an incredible place. A sliver of the beach club will be our beach club.
Yes.
We have a boat membership for the owners for 1 year that the building is paying for. So what you do is we have from 30-foot boats to 200-foot boats. You would call Rebecca and say, Rebecca, I need a boat tomorrow, this size, this long, and they would pull up. You pay an hourly rate, and then you leave. And that's it. I'm probably missing a couple, but the restaurant, Major Food Group restaurants, another thing.
Yeah, exactly. I think one thing that is super, and like we keep using the word unique, but the vault. We haven't touched about it.
See,
but
thank you. Thank you. So Major 1000 Museum is the only other building that I know of that has this bank-style vault where you have the people, if they come with watches or jewelry or what have you, they want to leave it because they're leaving the country, even though you don't really need it because these buildings are very secure and full of security and cameras. They put it in the vault, a bank-style vault, where we have a key or security has a key and they have their own key, and you lock the stuff up.
Exactly.
They're telling me it's used incessantly over 1000 Museum. People love it because there's a lot of international people.
Yeah,
Exactly.
of course.
Yeah.
That's super. That's super cool. No, of course. The first time we heard about it, I think I was like, wow, that's super interesting. And like you said, the only other building that pretty much has it here is 1000 Museum. So that having that aspect here where 1000 Museum was such a great seller for that high-end client, that celebrity, because it had that ultra luxury, it had that feeling of security, where now you're going to have that same but elevated style here in Via Miami.
Yes. Yep. It's a lot like 1000 Group or 1000 Museum. When you walk up to the building, if you don't belong there, you feel it right away, right? They're very welcoming if you know they belong, if you're a guest, come on in, but they greet you out there saying, excuse me.
Yes. Exactly.
How can I help you?
Exactly.
In a nice way. And then they're come on in.
Yeah.
Now we can see the construction.
Yes.
How's the construction going? You can see that the building is going up.
We're so proud of construction because we all know that's the important part. When do you build and how quickly you're building? And our developers are super happy, so much so that we have a live cam on the adjacent building, focusing on 24/7 on our building, and you can see it going up. We're on the 7th floor now. It looks so amazing. Yeah. We have it on the TV here usually, and we broke ground last December. We're going to pour, I think he's telling me, 1 floor a week going forward.
Amazing. That's amazing.
So we'll be able to do some tours very soon if you want to come back.
Definitely, for sure, we're there.
Someone one of the developers went up on the 6th floor yesterday and did a video, and it's so amazing. You feel literally you're on the cruise ship. You're like this, and it's all just water.
Exactly. I was looking in the social media. I mean, the views are unbelievable because you're a little bit in the front and 360 degrees of like water views and everything. It's unique.
The little cut of water to our south, which is 300 feet to the next building, is what's really different about our project.
Nothing is going to block it. Nothing.
No.
But let's talk a little bit about the units because they're not just any common. You can find either 2 units per floor or 1 per floor.
Yeah.
So can we?
Or even 1 every 2 floors. We have a couple of duplexes at about 27 million. We have a triplex penthouse that's coming out. It's going to be 55 million, 3 floors at the top. But generally speaking, the building is half floors and full floors. You're either on the north or south side, or you have a full floor. Yeah. And people like that because that's a 3+ den or a 4-bedroom and a half floor or 4 or 5 bedroom. Yeah. So people like the fact that we don't have 1 and 2 bedrooms in there. It's a certain like-minded people. Of course. And we were 65% sold, so we're doing very well, and people are liking it. We're selling it very efficiently. We have just as many north side as south side sold, and almost as many full floors.
Because they all have a nice view. You can always see the sunrise and the sunset, so you have everything.
That's what we tell everyone. We have views from all the, and it looks redundant because all our views look exactly the same, all water everywhere.
Right. Definitely.
And even though it's a high rise, it's very limited units, right? I think it was 60.
Yeah, we're down to 64 because we keep combining. So
right.
we sold 2 duplexes, and then we created another duplex. So we took some out. We made a triplex for the plant house, so we took some out. So we have 64 total.
No, it's super unique.
Yeah.
And how many stories?
55.
Yeah.
Which is amazing.
There's no building like that in the whole Miami.
There's none.
That has
so many little units.
Many. Yeah, because even 1000 has 94.
Exactly.
So.
See? Yeah.
Well, that makes it, for me, that's ultra luxury.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, the exclusivity, the
Exclusivity.
privacy, the security, everything. You're getting something here in this building that you don't necessarily have elsewhere in South.
Exactly.
Miami.
And as an international buyer, let's say that you are buying as an investment, the value will go up so much because of there's the
uniqueness of the
uniqueness of the building.
Yeah.
Right?
And then it's hard to find this type of square footage anywhere. You guys know that the
Yes.
typical 2-bedroom in Miami Beach and other areas is 12 to 1,500 square feet. And maybe you'll get a 2,000 square foot 2-bedroom. 3 bedrooms, if you go to Miami Beach, they're usually around 2,000, 2,500.
Exactly.
So to get 3,000 square feet, 3+ den, people love it, and especially at our price point. We start at 5.3, we have one right now.
Yeah.
And then otherwise we jump up to about almost 6 for the half floors, and our full floors start at 10.3 on the low floor and 12 and 13 on the highest of floors. But everything is awesome, no matter where you buy.
Exactly.
Doesn't matter. You don't have to go lower height.
You don't
they
have to.
all have amazing views.
Correct.
And I think one of the things this project is, location wise, it's a great location. You're close to everything. You're in the water. You're not on beachfront, but you have the club, which is incredible. And then location, you have the design. This is just a few, blocks away.
Yes.
Close to the airport, close to the city, close to everything. So location-wise, it's very unique as well.
Yeah, I'm a big Miami Beach guy. When I came down 20 years ago from the Midwest, I moved to Miami Beach. I'm a big proponent of Miami Beach. I hardly ever left Miami Beach. But the truth is, now you have to. Miami Beach is no longer the center of the universe as we thought it is. Even though I still live there and I love it.
Yeah.
The center, and someone said this in one of our chats, and I agree, is the design district. That is the center of Miami.
It's becoming now.
When you go to a city and say, where should I go? Where should I hang out? Maybe New York City is Soho or something. Miami is, let's go hang out in a design district. Let's go shopping in a design district. They got more restaurants going on now. That is the center. And we're 3 blocks away from that. So we're not too far from that. And like you said, we get to Miami Beach in 10 minutes. You can get to Brickell in 10 minutes. You can get to the airport in 10 minutes. So little by little, this Edgewater that people are like, I don't know, is going to be incredible.
I agree.
Exactly.
Yeah. Let's talk lastly about the type of quality that is in the building. So you have I know that there's some celebrities out there that it's been published that they have bought here. So can we touch a little bit on those people?
Sure. So the reason we have this type of if you look around, it's very lush, lavish, old world style, which is what people are really gravitating to. Vicky Charles of Charles & Co. is our designer. She's on the 100 top designers of the world. Her style is old world lighting, warm, muted tones, more timeless beauty. She doesn't like the way we do luxury in Miami normally, where it's very white, cold, glass. She didn't want to do it if they made her do that. They're like, no, do it your way, and this is what you get. Beautiful green. We have an option of a cream color as well. Beautiful wood, or we have a stone as well. The interesting thing is, she's like, take this. And our developer's like, well, you got to give me another kitchen. She's like, no. We let her choose, and she gave us one little palette. Of course, now we asked her to give us another one. She gave us a cream and some other floors. But generally speaking, we're going with one look, and we're taking it up the building to build quicker. And it's Vicky Charles. She chose that, and go with that. Did I answer the question? I think you asked me about style. The celebrities.
Exactly. That part.
Yeah. So, some celebrities signed saying we can talk about them. So there's a couple athletes, Miami Beach. A Miami Heat player. We have another basketball player, professional NBA All-Star as well. And then Mario Carbone has got a place here. The developers bought a place here. I bought a place here.
That's the most important thing.
Yes.
But although there's some celebrities, they're lighter celebrities, but I think this building's preeminent buyer here is a CEO, entrepreneur, a bank, managing director of a hedge fund. Those type of people are all gravitating toward the building, and they're all calling one another. New York finance. We have California. It's a lot of it's a lot of U.S. and some Canada as well. We have a little bit international, but generally, just because of how the market is, it's mostly American.
Okay. Awesome. Well, thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Dario,
Thanks,
for
guys.
having us here, for allowing us to be in your kitchen.
I'd love to chat about it. Next time I'll cook you something.
Yeah. Thank you so much. Thank you for your
Justin.
time.
Thanks, guys.
And remember, you guys can check us out on all our social media. Wherever you think we are, we probably are. Thank you so much again. Thank you for your time. Thank you for letting us use the space. And remember, the time is now.
The time is now.
This is the Time Is Now podcast, presented by IRG.